Hi everybody. So about 4 or 5 days ago, my Avicularia molted and is now about 3.5–4 inches, which is pretty cool because it means not one but two things. It means that my Avicularia now gets to move into an adult enclosure, which is right here. But it also means that my Avicularia, which is in a pretty lame enclosure, will get the Avicularia's enclosure, which is definitely good news because I couldn't see what was going on with the Avicularia and had to tear out some webbing and quickly realized that it's very fat and probably in pre-molt, which means I really would have liked to have not torn down the webbing. If I had it in a more clear enclosure, that would not be an issue. So it's definitely going to be a very purpose-built move, and it's definitely going to be pretty helpful for both spiders. So now we're going to remove the Avicularia from his actual enclosure now into the new one. It doesn't really matter if we tear out some of his webbing because it's all got to come out for the other T to move in. It's pretty docile too, shouldn't really have any issues. And he just ate, so we know he is definitely hardened enough to relocate. He's kind of moved up into this area, which should make him a little more of a pain in the butt to get out than where he likes to normally sit, but not really too concerned with that. Just tear out a bit of his webbing to let us get the straw in here. Gorgeous, got a lot more blue on him now, which your Avicularia is known as your powder blue pink toe, and it's clear to see why at this point. Get you a little bit better view here in a second, but a lot more blue. Come on, bud. No, down. He's not raising up to strike, he's actually raising to climb on the straw. Which, think about Avix, they like to climb on stuff. They are actually tree spiders, so. Or arboreal tarantulas. Alright, so he's out. Big long avic legs kind of going in the air. And we'll get some a little bit better up close footage of him. Come on, bud. Okay, we're going to get him into his new enclosure now. Could almost just let him walk in, but give him a little hand here. Come on, bud. This is a pretty cool arboreal enclosure. It's a 5.5 gallon Rob C style with his bark backdrop. Actually using a centerpiece for like a fish tank. These ones are pretty cheap. They're like $10 at Walmart with some artificial plants. The artificial plants, the webbing doesn't kill like it kills the actual plants. Humidity in here seems to be holding right at about 85, which is pretty much good to go for an avic. He's getting a lot more blue on him. Hopefully he webs up something pretty cool. And should be webbing within the hour. And that's all there pretty much is for him. Ooh, got a nice little jump there. Alright, so now that our enclosure has been somewhat cleaned out and all the webbing's removed, new faux plant installed, and all our glue is definitely cooled down to dry, we're going to transfer this little guy in so he has a nice new home, and we can actually see what he's up to now. So we know when he needs to be left alone and when he might be, say, hungry. Come on, buddy. Come on. He's very fast. Very fat. Get back here. Come on. You want to go in? There we go. How's that? Get him up in there. Very fast little T. Alright, that's all there is to that. We'll relabel him, get him back in the micro enclosure, label this one so we know what the hell we're doing with. Anyone who's dealt with Avix slings know they all look a lot alike, so you really should label them. Just so they get to about 6th instar, sometimes you can't even tell what the hell they are. So, hope you enjoyed the video, and hope your teas are doing well too.